Hello, it's Holly with Ivy Cool Creations, and today I am working on day 18 sketch for Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and this sketch was created by Marcia Dehn-Nix, and I had fun with this one. She used a sunburst and, summary ephemera, 2 photos, and so I think there will be a lot of beach pictures with this sketch. But I saw the circle of the sun and I was like, hey, I have moons. No, they're not butts. They're actual moons. So I decided to use my silver paint. It's called Silver Spoon and it's by Art Alchemy Metallique. And I had this stencil from Redefine Creative. And I just did moonbeam bursts on my page, and this is just a piece of 8.5 by 11 great cardstock. I didn't gesso the paper or anything. I didn't do anything. I just put it on, let it dry. I cut out my moon, and this is just a photo. Actually, it's a photo that I took of the moon. I took it on my phone through a telescope. So the eye viewer of my phone was up to the eye viewer of the telescope at the planetarium here in Vancouver. And that's the picture that I got. So yes, in love with it. And I thought, you know what, that's a great idea. I'm just, these 30 days sketches just make me feel so brilliant. Anyway, I decided I was going to use a bunch of rub-ons and my acrylic pieces from 49 and Market Sherbert collection, and I have 2 photos of my kiddos doing their night walk. So during COVID, we weren't allowed to go anywhere. We had to stay within our neighborhood here, and so we just started doing night walks so that we could have exercise and kind of wear the kids out because we weren't allowed to go anywhere. Couldn't go to play gyms, or we weren't even allowed to go on playgrounds, and they were like, no, COVID can stay on surfaces, so playgrounds are closed, and just everywhere that I was taking my kids to play was closed. So night walks is what started happening. So I had these 4 moons that were from a paper pad. They were like a strip, and I don't know where the rest of them went because there's only 4 of them, and this was a 12 by 12 piece of paper. Anyway, I used my circle die cuts, or my circle dies, to cut them out because I don't have a punch that small. And then I used the iridescent paper, or the holographic paper, to make little circles so I could kind of use them as like enamel dots / sequins. And I just used the moons to really make clusters and just spread them around the page. They kind of blend into the gray paper in the background, which is nice, so they don't overpower the layout by being like moon, 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 moon. There's gonna be 4 moons on this by the time we're finished. But I love it. I am super impressed with this one, and I just love the way that it turned out. It's so shiny, and that it's exactly what I wanted. I think that's why I'm so impressed by it. It's like I had this picture in my head, and that's exactly what ended up on the paper. There was no real compromise. I didn't need to try to figure it out or make it work. It just did work. So I was super happy with that. I'm actually scraping the rub-on off of the acrylic piece because it was overlapped and it looked a little weird. So I didn't like it. I just decided to scrape it off. And that's the great thing about acrylic, is that you can just scrape it and it'll work. So I tried to take the knight off of the backing sheet, and it just wouldn't come. So I ended up like peeling them off individually anyway. I was trying to keep them straight, and I found this worked really well last time. It was a lot faster than pulling all of them off at once. And then there's all these little tiny silver stars that I just used as scatterings and splatterings. And then I ended up pulling some white sequins and those iridescent papers that I punched earlier. And I might actually go back, now that I'm looking at it, and like cover them in glossy accents to make them look like actual enamel dots. But I love how shiny this layout turned out. It was so much fun to just, spread the shine all over the place. Please check out the description box below for everyone who's playing along with the 30 days of sketches, as well as the artist of the sketch for the day. All of their social media will be down in the description box below. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, and please like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you.